clean sweep, I guess.
Possible. Anything could be possible, but back again into the draft. Here we go. Both the teams are all ready, and this time around, special grade on the blue side. What are they going to pick? I do kind of feel the Barang as the first pick is right there.
That is a possibility, but I think Alot would be really good again, instead of Badang, because the final slash flicker does have a lot of range, and Harith got banned from side of special grade, which was expected by the last match's result. Harith was unstoppable over there, did an amazing job, got the MVP as well. Joy being banned up again by Daku Sena, next ban from side of special grade. They can focus on multiple roles, but let's see what they're going to be focusing on. They can focus on, the support heroes, Matilda, Rafaela, but since they have the first pick, I think Daku Sena are the one who will do that. So from there in, they can focus on the gold lane this time, because in the last round, the gold lane did have a bit of a blunder for their end. So Sky.
The Gareth ban is right there, and somebody in the chat there has said that. No, not somebody. It just they said that they will ban Harith, and that's the only plane. And yet, brother, they have banned the Harith. They don't want to give away this joy. Also, I think I have noticed a pattern against this SG, that nobody wants to give them the Harith, because Samsung Galaxy, I think he's just a better version of the Samsung Galaxy. He has, I think, Samsung Galaxy to play that joy better, I guess. So I've seen that this pattern, because they just don't ever open joy for. I mean, most of the matches they don't open joy for Samsung Galaxy. So yeah, that's a pattern that I noticed. But now the Harith is banned. Plus the glow is also banned. So far so forth, three bans are exactly the same ban as previous patch, except this Harith. So what do you think about it?
Ooh. Harriet. Okay, Harriet is already banned, but that is coming in from special grade though. I wasn't expecting it given the fact that they could have put Sanson on him. For him, if I have to rank in like marksman that he has played over the years, over I mean no, I mean over the months, it would be Harriet, Beatrix, and then the Erethel. So, should have opened up the Harriet for him, but it's okay. They do have something else as the first pick, and they don't want to give it out. So on to the same note, what is it going to be as a first pick? Barang is open. You're talking about the EXP
Matilda is
trainers.
open.
Oh, yep, you got it right, Mikey.
And yeah, it's in. I think from the side of Dakusena, they could have gone for the Matilda ban instead of the Lucas,
Yeah,
because I think Matilda is far more utilizable than Lucas right now. The Circling Eagle can be a big utility, and the support shares she can provide the overall shields to her teammates, and that can be quite helpful in team fights. So Special Get do have an advantage when it comes to the roamers, but let's see what Dakusena goes for. When it comes to the EXP, there are a lot of options right now, but they went for the Lapu Lapu again, and we can see the Hayabusa getting picked up as well. For the side of special grade, I think they can go for, as you said, Pichi Badang can be an option, but Arlot can be an option as well. If they want, they can try out other EXPs. For the gold lane, I highly think Leslie can be a good option. Might be controversial, but I think so. Solski.
Leslie, I
Yeah,
heard it right. Yeah, Leslie, right? Yeah, I think if you have the lane clear, yes, just go for the Leslie. I think Leslie can chunk down any, after this, this recent buff, it can chunk
Ixia
down
too,
any.
but she's not used that much.
yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean,
Where is the yeah?
I always say they don't use Ixia, man. I mean, I don't know why, because except I think LCF had used in one match the Ixia. Ixia now has 30 seconds cooldown the late game. Not even the
Yep.
late game. You just gotta have to the 15 level. The max. You have to go, make your level max, and you have 30 seconds ultimate. One ultimate will go for. Okay, that's a good pick. I mean, not a good pick, but I would, let's say, a decent pick for the side of Team DS for this Knighten. Now this time Kiyashi has gone for the. And to be honest, I'm not a big fan of Hayabusa against Fredrin, because if you have little, you need MS for it. If this is DS server, so you can use Quad Shadow so fastly that you can even use straight away go to, you know that shadow kill without even a slight of delay or anything. Then you can survive it, but you need MS, good MS, to play this Hayabusa against the likes of Fredrin along with that R lot. So And plus the support is just too annoying to be, when you play Hayabusa. As a Hayabusa player myself, I just don't like play Hayabusa against supports, because whenever they're low, whenever you think that your Sky Piercer will proc off, then there is some support that gives them the shield, and you're like, nah man, come on. But yep, the Moscow ban is there for the Samson, I guess, and now the second drafting phase
Yes,
has
sir.
begun. Arlot, I think, is a good choice against Lapu Lapu. So they're gonna have something to melt down the Arlot, or just to get catch Arlot, or catch, like, you can catch, I mean, at least a suppression or maybe some stuns for Arlot.
A Franco could was fit in right well in that description if you want to go in for a suppression or even a Kaja, but against a
Kaja
Matilda
is
could
underrated.
be, yep,
Baksha is there
could be a little
till
bit,
now.
Yeah, but
oh. But Bakshia Rome though, I mean, come on, the past few days in the round number 3 as well, the Bakshia win rate has been just skyrocketed downwards. Not even one single match I have seen that the Berkshire was having a very good time. So this time around, maybe or maybe not, they will commit to that. It is still on the air. It still is such a good pick. It's just not. It's here some matches it's just not viable. So that is why it doesn't work. But for here, it could work though. You're talking about Fredrin. It could give out the slow down for him as well because he's going to be coming in and tanking those turret damage.
Absolutely. And Baksha can be good against Mathilda and Arlot as well. So let's see if they're actually going for it. Because at the end of the day, what matters is the initiation and the whole composition. If they're not comfortable with it, if the whole hero
oh,
lineup they have is not comfortable with that or not suitable with that, then they won't be going for it. You can see the Novaria getting picked up. I can't remember the last time I saw her in this tournament, if she was even picked up or not. But
I
yeah,
think.
Novaria is going to be pretty good. She's going to be a pretty good scout for the team, and in the mid to late game, she can deal a lot of damage. But she will have to be safe from the Leon. Mostly, they're going to be a scout. But I'm finally seeing the Kadita getting picked up. Was waiting for it, but she was banned in the last round, and also the Iritel got picked up by special grade. Both of the heroes are good, but let's see how they are going to be utilizing this one. They have good crowd controls and damage as well. They have a pretty balanced lineup. Sosuke.
I mean, in my opinion, I guess the reason that they picked this Novaria, I think they were, like, if somebody goes inside for the vision, they might get picked off from the Sredrin. So that's why they have gone for a safer way to give vision. And plus, against this Karita, which you have to play like an assassin, because, yeah, obviously, because it's Karita. So I think Novaria is a good face off against Kadita. But you have to this time. I think you can use Karita against Fredrin and Allot, but the coupling it with Matilda, I think it's pretty much hard to aim. The only one thing I think they got to do is to wait for a little bit slow from their team. Then Karita can use her Astro Recall, I would say, accurately. But so far, so far, the drafting has been complete. We will be marching to the land of Dawn. So, PC, who are you supporting right now? Who you think that has a better draft?
Oh, I'm going in for the Novaria and the Tigreal band, but here we are into the land of Dawn. So Sky and Mikey, take it away. Let's see if we get a game number 3 or not.
Well, well, well. Already in the land of dawn, both of the teams are gonna be going against. They'll do a very basic rotation early on. I don't think early on they will have any fights until the first turtle, but there might be something special as well. In the mid lane, we can see Matilda and Kadita might rotate towards the bottom lane, but already from side of Daku Sena, Tigreal has gone towards the top lane. He might engage a very little possibility for any kills being secured, in my opinion. Sosuke.
Yep, exactly. I think, as you mentioned, that is a very good possibility that can happen. But let's just see like how they are gonna execute, as you said in the earlier, that it all, draft is good, but everything boils down to initiation. Like, it's a, I would say, earlier I used to say it's like 70, 60-40, 60% draft, 40% execution. But I think now it has become 50-50. If you execute your draft, or maybe if you use your execution well, okay, there is a slight microplay, but misses out. I think that's a misses Kyashi misses out with the retribution. In my opinion, Samsung Galaxy is level 4 now. Everyone is level 4 now, so they might look out for some early engages. I think Hyde also might get caught off guard here, and I think Appraiser's Wrath will also be there on point. Yep, okay, the flicker is on point. Meanwhile, we can see the shadow is there. We'll go for the shadow kill or not? No, I don't think so. And we'll okay, he used shadow kill, but we'll have to fall back for now. So what I was talking about, this is what I was talking about. Like if you get caught by Fredin in the early game, it's hard to get away. Instead, if you don't have the flicker, but you can see the Samson quite too low. Doesn't have the purify as well. Quite too low, but we have the quantum charge as well. But Samson made a blunder, went
Oh,
in, but now this time they will he you know. I think that was a good trade-off between both the gold laners right now. Meanwhile, we can see that the early shadow has been used from the Hayabusa, and 3 days grace or 30 days grace is trying to zone out them, the Kyashi. So he doesn't have the quad shadow by the way right now. So I think it will be quite difficult for him to get this turtle. Yep. And now Arnold going in, and that's a burst down to the Jazz right now, right there. Didn't even get a chance to use his ultimate as well. And Samsung Galaxy might go in for that retribution and will secure the blue buff as well. Yes, he secured it. I think he didn't secure it. I think somebody else secured. But yep, I think Hayabusa didn't get that blue buff, and he will be focusing on the red buff now, right now.
yeah, already we can see Novara is trying to poke up a bit with the Astral Recall. Irithel and Nathan, both of them were chasing each other in the top lane a while ago, and it was one for until, and that was. I thought Nathan was able to take out Irithel, but finally Irithel was, do equal trade at that point. In the bottom lane, we can see the EXP laners, Arlot and Lapu Lapu, both of them are poking around, but I don't think anything's going to happen over there. There is a rotation possibility towards the top lane, since we can see Hayabusa, Novaria, and Tigreal around the top lane Striva. And I think there might be an ambush over there. Mathilda is roaming around a bit. She will get the vision of Tigreal in a while. And yeah, already she got the vision. Hayabusa goes in with the Quad Shadows. Okay, Shadow Kill being used up. Sansen is still surviving, but it was able to retreat. Oh my god, the Astral Recall, the precision, it was taken out in the process. Hayabusa by Mathilda. In the top lane, we can see a continuous engage still now. But I don't think from side of Special Gate they should continue any longer. They should retreat a bit. And Fredin should focus on the farm right now, and that's what he's doing. Right now, the kill score is 3/2. The gold lead is on the side of Special Grade, and till now we haven't seen any kind of stars being pushed up. I think they're gonna be going towards the gold lane in a bit, since the turtle is gonna be spawning in the top lane river. But before that, there might be an ambush towards the mid lane. What do you think?
Yeah, there is the flicker final slash from 33 days grace as well. But we'll be using the guiding winds to follow back. The Astral Recall misses out. Meanwhile, we can see Samson just trying to poke down something. Haitatsu might cook something here. Remember, Samson doesn't have the purify, just need 20 seconds for the
Ooh,
purify. Meanwhile, we can see there is a blunder from the 3 days grace, and the implosion might also be there. There is entropy, but never mind, will fall down from the hands of Kadeta. Jazz is quite too low, and Jazz might also get taken down here. He has it. Flicker to follow back, and yep, he will reposition himself from the flicker. Meanwhile, we can see that's a very good trade off coming from the supporter sides for Nathan getting down. From that Kadita's, I would say Kadita's combination. I think he just got caught off guard there.
yeah, right now from side of Daku Sena, they are logging on to the turtle, and high possibility they'll get that because we can't see Fredin around. Hayabusa got it, and right now from side of Special Grade, they are logging on to the Tigreal. Fire Slash was used up. Haitatsu was taken out by Sansin in the process. Right now we can see a little bit of lead for the side of Special Grade when it comes to kills, but when it comes to the gold, both of them are equalized. So whoever has the better economy right now will have an advantage for sure. But right now they are on an equal ground. In the top lane, we can see a bit of an engage. Nathan, Hayabusa, both of them going against Fredrin with the Abrasive stat. The amount of damage with the Abrasive was insane, but he survived in the process with the help of Matilda. But Funny Valentine just took up a lot of damage and survived, was retreated in the process. But right now, Special Gate was able to take out the T83 turret of the top lane, and that is gonna be a good advantage for sure.
Yep, that's an
Implosion.
implosion onto the Samsung Galaxy. Will survive the day with the guiding winds. And no, man, that wasn't supposed to be. That's just too much resources. Flicker and an implosion is insane, man. you shouldn't, when your team is retreating, you shouldn't engage. I guess that was not a very good engage in my opinion. But I would like to see
Mid
some
lane.
itemization right there. Meanwhile, we can see Kyashi quite too low. We'll have to follow back. Meanwhile, we can see 3 days gaze has that flicker. Will go for the flicker or not? I don't think so. And yep, he won't. 3 days grace will go for that blue buff. Meanwhile, Hayabusa didn't recall. We can see entropy has already been used from that funny Valentine, quite too low right now. 3 days gaze is going in against Samsung Galaxy, quite too into the turret. I thought so, quite too low. Astral Echo is also on point right now. Meanwhile, we can see that's a good shadow kill from that Kyashi onto the two people. Sanson will taken down from that funny Valentine and will show the sticker right now. D is on a roll right now. Meanwhile, I'd like to see some itemization because I think Funny Valentine has bought Stallium Scythe right now. Jazz again going in with the help of that bravest fighter of them all. Chocoboy quite too low, will fall down. Again, not a very good fan of that engage. Meanwhile, you can see in the mid lane there is a Hayabusa will take down that a lot, enough camera kill. Again, now, my bad by the way, heroes. Can you show me the itemization again? Because couldn't get the glimpse of it. Meanwhile, you can see, okay, the brute force as the first item in the thread rain. I mean, might work when you are I think I don't know, but like about I'm not a big fan of the first item as a brute force. You think you have that mobility with the Matilda, you don't need extra mobility with that brute force. Could have gone for maybe a rope for this in Aiden and gone for that this anti-cuirassive the Alot has built, and Alot has actually built anti-cuirassives for the Hayabusa so that they don't get taken away by the Kiashi and all. We can see there is genius font from this mage. No anti-heal, I think, at this point of time. Meanwhile, you can see Jazz quite too low. Will be getting no, not quite too low, but will be using his bravest fighter of them all. So yes, Mikey, what do you think?
Right now, I think both of them are going to be playing safe, but Daku Sena does have the goal advantage right now, so they should hold on to it. They should snowball it as much as they can, and uh, from time to time, we can see a little bit of poking going around, but we haven't seen any kind of commitments in the recent time. Even the last turtle fight was uncontested. But when it comes to the turrets, I think Dakusena has a really good advantage because they were able to take out the tier 3 turrets for of Dakusei, special grade, and with that they will be able to get a bit of map control that opens up the horizon a bit more and gives them better opportunities for initiations. Already a bit of an engage on Matilda with the help of Matilda, and yeah, we can see as Novaria was taken down by Iritel in the process. Kyashi will retreat a bit, but a fight is broken out. Roxy was taken out with Funny Valentine in the process. Funny Valentine is chased up. Final slash being used up. Days grace took out Nolan. Samsung Galaxy was taken out in the process. Kayashi with a double kill over there. 3 days grace with very low HP will be taken down for sure. Triple kill for Hayabusa in the process. It is only the Irithel who is standing for the side of special grace. From the side of Dakusena, they will go aggressive. They will hit hard in the mid lane, and let's see what Irithel can do.
Yeah, exactly. I think, and that's okay. Never mind. This might get no. Never mind. It will not fall down for now. Quite too low, but yep, as a support item will make sense and survive the day for now. And that was a very good implosion out of the three people. Waited for that purify to bait it out, and then take took down at least three members. I think that triple kill, as you mentioned, from the Hayabusa, insane. I would say that was a very good engage coming from the side of DS. Meanwhile, I would say that was a very risky engage coming from that Matilda Roxy along with Sansin just to take out Novaria. In the process, your whole team wasn't organized to support you, and you made your whole team to use their, I would say, make them opposition. Meanwhile, you can see there might be the shadow kill in the bottom lane. We'll be using the quad shadow. Will survive the day for now. I think Jazz will be there to support that Kyashi Lord will taken down onto the process from the Fanny Valentine. A good trade coming off from the side of Team DS. Jazz is ready to survive, make a play right now. Quite too low Samsung Galaxy right now. Might go for an implosion right there. Haitatsu. Okay, that's a final slash. That's a flicker. But misses out right now with the stuns. And no, man. You shouldn't go after you have taken the Lord because already you have used your resources. So for now, the trade-off will go towards the SG, but that's I would say DS has a good advantage right now to take the neutral objectives that they want right now.
They also got the Lord, so they will be pushing a lot right now. But let's see if they can, take out all inhibitors or not, or Special Grid is able to defend all of it. Already we can see the Uki Shadow Kill being used up, Beavis Fighter being used, Final Slash as well, a lot of things going on, a lot of damage. Entropy being used by Nathan as well. The Lord was defended successfully by the side of special grade, but we can see the rough is being used up. Kyashi will try to retreat. Chocopie was taken out by Funny Valentine. Right now, the damage from Kadita was too much, but with the quad shadows, Hayabusa was able to retreat from that. Otherwise, it was game over for him. Or again, we can see the Brave Fighter being used up. Sansin is in low HP, will be taken out by Zaz. Another engage, entropy being used up. Monster kill for Hayabusa. Took out the Matilda. It's only two for the side of special grade. It's Fredin and Arlot. Very low possibility for them to defend it right now because it's gonna be a lot of damage to take up. Soski, what do you think?
Yeah, that's a lot of damage. But I like how the Jazz is taking his hero potential, this Lapu Lapu to the extreme, man. Like his bravest fighter of them all is also good on taking down marksmen. Is also good on taking, zoning down the enemy. Is also good on making sets for that Haitatsu. Baiting out that Purify. He's just doing an absolute wonderful job. Sansin might get taken down with a Shadow Kill ultimate combo, but never mind. Purify has also been used from the Bunny Valentine. They are looking for the bottom inhibitor. There's quite too much resources has been used to just take down the bottom inhibitor. Yes, and that's no minion was there. Again, a blunder coming from the DS. Yeah, man, come on. There was no freaking minion onto the bottom lane, and you were still trying to take down that inhibitor. That you obviously failed to do so, but yep, the minion will take care of the job, and minion will take that. Okay, no, and minion will also not take that bottom lane inhibitor till now also. But you know what? Funny Valentine used Purify for just to take down that inhibitor, fails to do so because there was no minion. Tyro's taking the damage from that. Okay, never mind. We can see the Shadow Killer is on to the point, but no! Blunder after blunder. Maybe Retribution also be used. No! That was not a blunder. There will be the reinforcement coming from the DS right there. And we'll have to fall back for now. The Kashi, the DS. 11 seconds for the next Lord. What do you think, Mikey?
Both of the team's junglers don't have the retribution right now, so I don't. I think they'll wait up a little bit for the Lord, cause you know, right now the otherwise it's gonna be too risky. If we talk about the goal lead, it's definitely on the side of Daku Sena. They have that advantage. We're still in the mid game, so gold hits hard. If we were in the late game, gold wouldn't have been that much of an issue, but right now it is. And Daku Sena does have the damage and durability, so that's why maybe Speculator is not trying to compete over it. The Lord was secured by Dakusena in the process. We can see Nathan has gone in with the entropy, and Lapu
Oh,
Lapu was trying to deal up a bit of damage as well. Sansin is trying to poke around, but I don't think he should be doing that because, Tigreal with the implosion and flicker can be unpredictable at times. And when you're a marksman, you should, keep a bit of distance. But maybe he was poking around because he has the Purify on his hand. But yeah, Samsung Galaxy taking a bit of damage. Solski, with this Lord, what do you think Dakusena can do?
lane management should be there. I think they might be able to take a lot of objectives right there. But you know what? This boils down to which one team engages first and which engage is more successful, the counter engage or the engage. I think for the engaging part, if Jazz managed to bait out the Purify either from the Matilda or from that Sansin, I think Haitatsu will take the advantage of it because he has a flicker. Flicker is always available from all the resources are available from both sides. Now this is the final dance, and there will be the Haitatsu will be engaging the first Jazz from the backline just to take down, zoning out the Sanson, not letting Sanson give over the damage. And this is the perfectly executed time. Meanwhile, we can see Chocobo by take down the Funny Valentine, but Funny Valentine will fall down, but at the cost of what? At the cost of their base. The crystal is down, finally down a clean sweep coming away from the DS. And I was saying this, you know, DS could make this a clean sweep, and they did it. Peachy.
Hello, hello. Damn, what a match coming in from the side of Team Daku Sena. I really liked how, the special grade did not ban